Alright, so I've already started disassembling this drum. We are going to took all the hardware off, as you can see. I got some new hardware from the bag of drum parts that I have. So we are going to clean it up. We may use some rivets off of this drum, which is the other tom, but we're going to rebuild this old export kit. We're not going to use two toms, though. We're going to have one front tom and a floor tom, and we're going to rebuild it, clean it up. We're going to keep it the same off-white color, but we're going to add some vinyl to it and then put everything back together. But we really need to clean up all the hardware first. This drum set I got from a friend for a little bit of nothing, and it's got a lot of problems. Even the edges, the bearing edges of the drums really don't look so hot, so we're going to redo that and clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to pull all the hardware off real quick. We'll go ahead and get the bottom off, and then we'll get started on that. Alright, so now that we have all the hardware off, which I have in a cup, we can clean this later. But first, we're going to wipe this down. As you can see, it's got lots of dirt on it, so yeah, it's very, very dirty. This is a late like a mid to late 90s model export series. This is one of the cheaper models that they made, that is basically like they just manufactured them like really fast. You can tell it's cheap wood. And what we're going to do though is we're going to take some sandpaper after we've cleaned it up, and we're going to sand down this bearing edge and make sure that this lip is nice, and we have a nice crease on this lip up here, and just clean it up, make sure there are no burrs or anything on the wood. Get it nice and cleaned up, and it will be ready then. After we get it all cleaned up, it will be ready for some vinyl to be put on it. Alright, so this is what we got so far. And the one thing when you're cleaning up your old drum set, you don't want to you want to get in there and really try to get as much of the grime out as you can. But you're going to run into situations like this. This is actually where it's just really gummed in there, because it's years of basically dirt just sitting there, and it's just not going to come off. And when you get to stuff like that, you can try all kind of different kind of cleaners and stuff. Most of the time, if you want to use something that'll take anything off, if you actually raid your wife's stuff, you can get her fingernail polish remover. Fingernail polish remover will remove anything. And just get yourself a little cloth, and you can get in there and clean as much of the gunk off as you can. And this is actually not that bad for, you know, years of this thing being used. The cool thing is, only like, even if you have like some spots like this, you can see where there's imperfections and stuff where it's just been beat all the crap. It's not going to really matter, because from about here to here and about here to here is going to be vinyl in the center, so it's not going to matter. But so it'll cover up any of the imperfections, and then it'll just kind of have a new kind of look to it. So, but always want to give the bearing edges a little sand down and get them nice, and the drum will sound a lot better and resonate a lot better. Alright, so that's what the old edge looked like. See how it's like all jacked up. This is what the new edge looks like. Look how clean that is. I'm gonna get to cleaning the hardware next, and I'll show you some tips on how to clean old hardware. Alright, you guys take it easy. Peace.